Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Aqueduct Racetrack here on Thursday. It is March the 3rd, 2016. Gonna look at the 8th race. Before I get on to remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 full card selections from Aqueduct. Really nice weekend of racing, I have to say. The cards are getting a little bit better from last month. Next month, hopefully, we'll be getting some better cards here for when the horses start coming in from down south. But today's 8th race, we have actually, before I get on to again, we actually have a lot of horses coming in from Maryland since they're not running. So that's really good also. For some reason, when horses shift from New York to Maryland, they do really well. So let's see if that form backwards does good. But today's 8th race from Aqueduct, finally, is an allowance optional claimer purse $57,000 for fillies, 3-year-olds, New York breds. Going for an optional claim price $75,000, non-horse 2, all that stuff. Field 7 horses, traveling the distance of 1 mile 70 yards. And the way this week, the weather's not going to be it's going to be a little cold. Earlier this week, it was pretty warm, but it's going to get very warm in the next few weeks. The low temperature, I think, for one day next week is going to be like 46 degrees, and it's not going to get under. That's going to be high. That's like the weekly high, but the low temperature, the low temperature will be like 32 at night, 46 during the day, but it's going to be like 65 degrees. I can see them on the main track at Aqueduct in maybe in 2 weeks from today. I could really see that happening. Hopefully that does happen because I really hate the inner track. Every race is either 5.5 furlongs, 6 furlongs, or mile 70. So but 7 horse going to post here. Gonna do a 10-cent super key. I'm gonna key in on the 3 horse taken by surprise, Rapoli stable owned horse. Gonna key that horse on top. Underneath, gonna box a 257 for 10 cents. The super should cost you 60 cents. But number 3 taken by surprise, 5-2 I Ride Ortiz Jr. For Todd Pletcher. Last time out, ran here at Aqueduct 1 mile on the inner track, February the 4th, an optional 75 claimer, 9 was 1. Won that day by 1 3/4 lengths. We're really closing up well that day. He was a little wide at the turns, but like I said, really closed up well. Was part of an entry that day. Then on January the 8th at Aqueduct, mile 70, optional 75, 9 was 1 optional claimer. Finished 5th by 3 1/4 lengths that day. Had an outside post position that day. Was 3 wide at the turn. He had a slight bit, but he didn't have a great run. Gets I Ride Ortiz Jr. today, so that's really good. He won with him last time. So last 2 starts he had both Ortiz brothers. This horse has won twice. The other one came on November the 6th on the main track at Aqueduct, 6 furlongs, and main special weight 55,000 against state bred horses. This horse won by 2 3/4 lengths. So this horse was a little wide, but he just won good, 2 very good clear victory. Throughout the horse's first 2 career starts, they were on turf, but I don't think this horse really liked the turf for some reason. More towards sprinting, or more towards a dirt orientated horse. So gonna go with this one. Has been training at Belmont. 4 furlong workout and 48 flat, the second best out of 48, and 4 furlong workout and 50 flat, the 31st best workout out of 53. So gonna go with this one. So recount my bets for Racing Break from Aqueduct. Gonna go with the 3 horse as my top selection. Gonna do super key here for 10 cents, which should cost you 60 cents. If it doesn't cost you 60 cents, you're getting ripped off or you made a mistake. Gonna key the 3 horse on top. Underneath, gonna box 257 for 10 cents. Like I said, should cost you 60 cents. So good luck to all, and follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.